Hello and welcome to Edge Voyage with Tolubams. On this channel, I share various insightful content drawn from my journey as an international education recruitment manager, as a wife, a mother, and a child of God, all woven together to bring learning, insightful content, growth, and purposeful living. So if it's your first time coming across my channel, please subscribe. If you've always seen my video but haven't subscribed, God is watching you. Subscribe now, right now. So today I'm going to be sharing something very, very interesting and dear to my heart. It is my 4th wedding anniversary. I'll be 4 years in marriage. 4. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And I thought to share 4 lessons I've learned as a married woman. So I'm sure it's going to be interesting. Sit back and enjoy, learn, and also share some of your experiences with me, as I'm really eager to learn from you as well. I still have a long way to go, right? All right, let's get right onto it. Lesson 1. Forgiveness should be a default setting. Yes, because you're 2 different people coming from different backgrounds, trained in different homes. Imagine how siblings, you live under the same roof, giving birth to by the same parents, and you still quarrel, you still fight. Talk more of someone that was raised by another father, another mother, and you likewise coming together to live under the same roof for the rest of your life. You should have it at the back of your mind that you would always offend each other. There'll be issues amongst both of you. There'll be misunderstanding, but you must know that you must forgive, right? You should already be in your subconscious mind. So you even forgive before the offense, because you know there would be offenses in marriage. Forgiveness is a default setting in marriage, right? Marriage is simply 2 forgiving partners living together. The other day I was sharing the content of this video with my husband, and when I mentioned this point, he laughed and said, it's funny to me how when Jesus speaking with Peter in the Bible, when Peter asked him how many times he should forgive his brother, and Jesus replying to him said, not 7 times, but 70 times 7, right? And it's funny how we are quick to apply that to think, oh, it's our brother in terms of our neighbors, brethren, and not to our spouses, right? Forgiveness in marriage should be constant, should be quick, and should be consistent. Lesson 2. Love and submit unconditionally. The truth is, love is not those butterflies you feel in your bellies, those periods when you are caught, It is actually choosing your spouse over and over again on those days when they are not lovable. Yes, you heard me right. There are days when your spouse won't be lovable. Please know now. But it's choosing them over and over again on those days. I can remember that myself and my spouse, we didn't actually we had like a distance relationship when we're courting, even though we're friends in the university. Several years had gone by after university days, right? And we started our relationship on WhatsApp, on phone. It was during COVID. We had 2 years distant relationship. I think during the relationship, we only saw each other like twice. The first time was when he came visiting. The second time was when he came for my sister's wedding. And then the next time we're going to see was our introduction. And after which we got married, right? And we never really had like a serious marriage counseling like Christian couples, intending couples would, right? I think we only did like 1 session, and it was even a phone session, right? And that was it. So it wasn't as though we had some serious training as to what we're going into, right? I could remember days when we have some misunderstandings, and I'll tell my husband that I would like you to know this, that I would never do anything to intentionally hurt you. So if you feel hurt by what I've said or done, it is never in my intention to hurt you. I'm sorry, right? And I've also reminded myself over and over again on those days when it's not lovable that my husband loves me. Maybe he did something or said something that maybe felt offensive to me, I'll remind myself that my husband loves me. It definitely doesn't know that this would hurt me. That's why he did it, right? And would find ways to discuss amongst each other, and we learn daily, and we've grown past a lot of things. Actually, we've grown past a lot of things. We're still learning, right? We're still getting better. We're still loving each other better, and I'm still submitting better. So yes, love and submission should be unconditional. The Bible says, husband, love your wife, and wife, submit to your own husband. Yeah. And that leads us to lesson 3. It takes 2 to chase 10,000. Yes. Marriage thrives on teamwork. If there is anything I know that the devil fights so much in marriage, it is your unity as a couple. The Bible says, can two work together except they agree? You can't both be pulling in different directions and expect progress. One thing that I know for a fact that has helped me so far in this marriage is our unity as a couple, our agreement. If you both agree in all areas, right, you would even make progress in your individual lives. So yes, you need to work as a team. See your spouse, see your husband, see your wife as your teammates. You're on the same ship and you have a goal in mind to achieve, right? So work together as a team and you achieve a lot together. Lesson 4. Lesson 4, your spouse's opinion always matters. Now, this was one of my earliest struggle in marriage. Before I got married, I had confidence I speak with, get their opinion about things. If it's the same thing I'm thinking, it just reassures me that I'm in the right direction, right? And so when I got married as well, I still speak with them and, also hear my husband's opinion. But alas, most times I find myself tending towards what they've advised. Sometimes my husband would have even advised a similar thing, and I probably didn't understand or didn't take that opinion. But when it comes from them, I tend to take those opinions, right? And those were sincerely unintentional until my husband pointed my attention to it and was like, so I'll give you an opinion about something, you won't do it, or you would say, oh no, it doesn't make sense. And then the same opinion someone else will say it to you, someone you respect to say it to you, and you would just take it. And that made me understand that my husband never felt respected because of those actions. And I had to consciously bring myself to the understanding that his opinion always and always matters. Is my husband, for crying out loud. Yes. And so whenever he gives his opinion and I probably don't understand, right, I would ask questions and ask questions until I understand what he meant. I'm still learning, I'm still growing. We're both still learning and still growing. But I just thought to share this with you because I'm sure that it definitely will help someone. But before I leave you, I would give you one bonus lesson. Yes, this is actually a knot that ties all the previous lessons I've mentioned, and that is communication. Communication is everything. This was also one of my earliest struggle in marriage. I found it really difficult to communicate, particularly my heart. When I'm not happy about something, I just keep it to myself. And if I must share, I could probably call my husband on my way to work the next day to say, oh, this was what you did last night, and I wasn't really happy about it. I just thought to let you know, and he would be like, what? We slept under the same roof and you couldn't tell me. Yes, but I really, really struggled with it. Yes, so communication is actually key. Communicate your heart, communicate your joy, communicate what you like about your partner, tell them you love them. as many times, as much times as possible. Show your love to them, submit to them, love them, communicate everything you feel and think about them. Talk to God about them, pray for them. That is really, really important. Pray for your husband, pray for your wife. I really do hope and pray that these lessons I've shared will be of great help to you and your family. Feel free to wish me happy wedding anniversary in the comments. And till we meet again in my next video, subscribe. Bye.